This is my favorite pen. It was part of an art set that I got for my birthday, which means that if it ran out of ink, I wouldn't be able to replace it. Which is why instead I just never use it. This situation is something almost all of us have dealt with before, or might even still be dealing with right now. You might recognize it as sticker anxiety. It's the situation where you're so in love with your brand new stickers that you're kind of afraid to waste them by actually using them. I, however, don't have sticker anxiety. I used to as a kid, but nowadays I just get really excited to use my stickers. Except maybe it's not just about stickers. Maybe it could be about a pen. Or maybe it's about that one beautiful outfit that you're dying to wear but just haven't found the right time for. It could be about any of those things. And maybe it's not. This summer I visited the Museum of Broken Relationships in Zagreb. I remember reading this One Piece description about a girl whose dad had just passed away. Luckily, they still had a recording of his voice where you could hear him, his wife, and their daughter all laughing together. However, at some point, the mom heard somewhere that if you would keep listening to the tape over and over again, like they had been doing, you might actually ruin it. So, to avoid that from happening, she ended up locking it away and never listening to it again. I remember reading how even the daughter found it quite ironic to never listen to it again in order to make sure you could keep listening to it. In the end, the daughter got it all digitized and they could listen to it again as many times as they wanted. So it all ended well. That story really got me thinking about my own life. Was there anything I was missing out on by saving it for later? And then I realized the trip I was on was actually my first ever solo travel experience, which naturally meant that I was absolutely terrified and I spent the entire day, the day before I had to leave, just crying because I was so stressed out about the whole thing. And honestly, I didn't even really want to go anymore. The only reason I did still end up going was because I had actually won an Interrail pass, which means that I would be traveling by train from country to country completely for free. And the contest that I had won it in was only eligible for 18-year-olds, so it was truly a once in a lifetime opportunity that I really couldn't miss out on. So even though I was terrified, I did it anyway. And it ended up being the best experience of my entire life. I have never felt as happy and truly free as I did during that trip. Which made me reflect a lot on the fact that if it wasn't for that contest, I wouldn't have gone. And not because I was scared, I mean, I do things while being scared all the time. It was just truly, really bad timing. I mean, I was actually studying for two pretty big exams when I had to leave for that trip that I had to take at the end of summer. And also, I was just freshly out of high school, so I mean, I had way better things to be worrying about than traveling. And also, I had no money at all because I had just spent it all on another trip. So, I mean, it doesn't even make sense to go on another one right after. I should space it out, right? So, I truly had pretty good reasons to not go, but to just save it for later. Except that I realized I wouldn't have done it later. If I hadn't done it right then, I wouldn't ever have. Because as good as my reasons were to not do it then, my reasons to not do it later would probably be even better. All of that is actually why I'm here right now. As long as I can remember, I've been making videos and dreaming of being a YouTuber. But of course, it has never been the actual perfect time to go through with it, and now many of my ideas from the past are just not really my thing anymore, or they have been done by others that didn't save it for later. And I could totally beat myself up about the fact that I didn't start back then, because I could have been way better by now. But really no point in doing that, because the saying really is true. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. Because if I didn't finally take that first step and post my first video, will I ever?
Hey guys, um, that was it. My very first YouTube video. I am very self-conscious about it right now, very terrified to post this, but I'm trying to ignore that, ignore the perfectionism, just get it out there and see what happens. I am very, very thankful that you stayed all the way to the end. I hope you liked it. Please let me know your thoughts. And I hope you stick around, see what else I'm gonna put out. I'm very, very excited to start this journey. So hopefully you stick around to see what happens. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.